heard it a million times before that antioxidants are really good for us, and if we want to look younger and fresher, then we need to consume more of them. But unfortunately, people tend to bunch them all together and automatically assume that all antioxidants are equal and that they're all just as good for the health of the skin. Just eat more of them, you'll be fine. The thing is, there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of different types of antioxidant, and there is as much variation in activity as there are different antioxidants. But in general, you can actually group antioxidants into two distinct groups. That's the water-soluble, such as vitamin C, ones that actually deliver their activity within our circulation for a very narrow period of time, and then they're broken down, they're metabolised, and excreted via the urine. Then the second group, the fat-soluble antioxidants, these are very, very different. By their very nature, they actually don't want to be in the watery environment of the blood. They want to move out into the fatty tissues, where they can actually become stored. The biggest, most abundant fatty tissue in the body is the subcutaneous layer of the skin. And if you consume these on a regular basis, they will start to accumulate within that layer. There's a very extreme case of this. People that do like lots of juicing, for example, or consume huge amounts of like carrots and mangoes and things like that, can get an orange hue to the skin. It's something called hyperkeratinemia. Within that structure of the skin, within that fatty layer, you've got some very, very important structures and components. For example, you've got something called the pilosebaceous unit. This is the area where the oil-producing gland meets the hair follicle. That's the place that gets infected in an acne outbreak. You've also got things like collagen and elastin, those structural fibres that actually help the skin to retain its flexibility and are also involved in scar tissue formation. If you start to consume enough of these fat-soluble antioxidants and they start to accumulate in that area, they're there to actually offer localised protection to those structures, so they can have an anti-inflammatory activity and they can have a bit of an anti-aging effect. They can regulate scar formation, so they're a vitally important part of the diet and one that's often overlooked.